But I gotta get back to talking to your parents. They're telling us all about how they adopted you.
What?
What?
I'm adopted?
How do you feel about how I came into your lives? How do you feel about, well, the fact that this is how you had to have a child by adoption? And unfortunately, my parents they support me making this documentary, but they haven't really shown too much interest in being a part of it or being actually in the documentary. And it literally is what it is. When I ask them about it, they're really nonchalant about it. They're really closed off more so than nonchalant. They're really like I said, closed. I mean, I want to know this little blue book, and I started to read it. I was left home. I was alone. Didn't really think too much of it, and I would flip through it, and I saw pictures of me, and I was very small, tiny, and I looked so mad in some of those pictures. And I had my fingerprints and my handprints and my footprints, and I was like, oh, this is so cool. And then I would flip through and I read some more, and in it also had a building, a picture of a building in Greensboro, and this apparently was my adoption agency. And I remember thinking to myself, what is this, you know? And I immediately became upset because it hit me like a ton of bricks, and I started to cry. And it didn't make me extremely upset because, you know, I had already felt a little out of place. Both my parents being their complexion and me being my complexion, it was different. And then I had several relatives in my family who looked a little similar to me, but not really. I had nobody that really looked like me. Complexion is one thing. You get your complexion from anywhere, from anything. So I wasn't really too up in arms about that, but I was a little concerned about other things. My facial features. I had nobody's nose. I had nobody's eyes. I had nobody's cheekbones, nobody's ears, nobody's height, nobody's build, nobody's a lot of things. And it didn't really dawn on me until that moment, right then and there. And I immediately put the book back. I went back to my room and I thought about it and thought about it and thought about it. And I was upset about it. This is my family, and I love them, and I'm never going to stop loving them, and I'm never going to feel like they're anything other than the greatest parents in the world to me. So if that means that I don't need to do or say anything to hurt their feelings, then I won't do or say anything to hurt their feelings. But I will be completely okay with, waiting until is a perfect time or a right time for me to actually find my biological family.